Okay, Bitcoin sure looks like it's a bubble. If you follow the Investopedia definition that a bubble is created by a surge in asset prices unwarranted by the fundamentals of the asset, there's the unsettling reality that this particular asset has no fundamentals. That is, there's no stream of income or collection of assets attached to ownership of a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is of your intrinsic value. This last statement, which I have made before, tends to irritate some Bitcoin partisans. It shan't. The US dollar has had no intrinsic value either since President Richard Nixon unlinked it from gold in 1971. Yet dollars remain useful as a means of exchange, and people are willing to accept them as payment for more tangible things. Come to think of it, gold doesn't have much intrinsic value either. Sure, you can make nice jewelry out of it and it has some industrial applications, but that's not why it sells for $1,248 an ounce. It sells for that much because people have over the millennia come to accept it as a durable store of value. For another thing, there's that chart. During an earlier Bitcoin bull market in 2013, Bank of America Merrill Lynch currency strategist David Wu tried to identify a fair value for the cryptocurrency by estimating its potential both as a means of exchange and as a store of value. He figured it would come to account for 20% of global e-commerce transaction volume, which he estimated would require $5 billion, $6.6 billion, in Bitcoin market value, then added to that the average market cap of the three biggest money transfer companies, $4.5 billion, to get a means of exchange value of $9.5 billion. That was still well short of Bitcoin's $13 billion market cap at the time, so Wu speculated that Bitcoin had the potential to be a store of value on a scale similar to silver, and that all the US Silver Eagle coins minted to date had a market value of $8 billion. Round that down to $5 billion, added a $9.5 billion, and we get a number that is somewhere around $15 billion. Yes, Bitcoin valuation bears some resemblance to sausage making. As of midday Monday, Bitcoin's market value had risen to almost $275 billion, a market price of $16,403 times 16.7 million Bitcoins in circulation. This certainly is because Bitcoin has surpassed expectations as a means of exchange. The total number of Bitcoin transactions over the past year added up to less than 0.1% of total e-commerce transactions, and by all appearances the great majority of Bitcoin transactions these days involve buying and selling Bitcoin, not using them to acquire pizza. You can't really blame Bitcoin owners for this. In the very first Bitcoin to real-world transaction, in 2010, programmer Laszlo Hayek exchanged 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 Papa John's pizzas. With the Shayscarrot limited time offer of any large or pan pizza for $10, that May Bitcoins would now buy more than 16 million large Papa John's pizzas. In currency terms, this is staggering, economically crippling deflation. Nobody's going to want to spot a currency that keeps rising in value like that. And just think if you had borrowed Bitcoin to start a business that involved pretty much anything other than holding on to Bitcoin, you'd be hopelessly bankrupt.